Hi, guys. Welcome to weekly travel updates at the end of January. I'm Melinda Vargas, and I own Action Travel. And I just returned from California, and I just flew 737s. And after telling you about it last week, well, I was just a little, not nervous, but going across central Colorado, because, all right, I flew from here to Minneapolis to Ontario, California, and I hung out a few days with my nephew, Ethan, and he is living in the home place of my stepmom, my other mom, Marlene Fowler, and I was glad to be there with all the family. On the first night, California welcomed me with my own earthquake, a 4.2, and it was 4 miles away from us. So here we are sitting in a room, a fireplace across from me. I'm sitting on the couch. Two nephews who Marlene took care of and raised for the last 7 years since their dad died. They were there, and their sister, Allie, and I was pleasantly pleased, Allie, that Ethan is going to live with you. That is awesome. But we're all sitting around, and Allie's 2 kids are there, and you hear something that sounds like a train, and all of a sudden you felt it go across the roof of the house. Now, this is a really old home with the old, terracotta tiles on the ceiling. And to hear it kind of go across the ceiling, that was freaky. And the kids all got on the phone and checked on their grandparents and checked on, everybody, and everybody was good, but that was interesting. That was a cool and thankfully uneventful part of the beginning of my trip. Anyway, this week, the largest cruise ship ever has set sail. It is the Icon of the Seas, Royal Caribbean's Icon of the Seas. It is a mega ship, almost 1,200 feet long, 20 stories tall, 7 pools, 8 neighborhoods, and I have watched videos, YouTubes, because all the creators are on, doing their thing for the inaugural sailing, which left Saturday, and it's doing Eastern Caribbean. I'm going to show you at the end 2 videos. One is of Bimini. Bimini has become a very important cruise port to the Bahamas. One, nobody likes Nassau, and Nassau has had 18 murders, mainly in the residential area. If you go to Nassau, it's like just past Shirley Street. They call it over the hill. Don't go over the hill. There's no reason for you to go over the hill. That's where the trouble is. And it is gang violence. And 18 murders in 29 days. That's somebody's getting killed every other day. And it's happening all times of the day, broad daylight to in the middle of the night. And so the U.S. State Department has raised it to a level 2. Now, before I go further, let me tell you, Jamaica is at a level 3, and this has happened in the last week. There is increased robberies, and this is not just to tourism, but is affecting tourism a lot. So before you travel, talk to a travel professional, know where you're going, know what you do should something happen. I tell my travelers to, and everybody should do this, just register for STEP. STEP is Smart Traveler Enrollment Program. And what it does is if you'll put in your travel plans, STEP, through artificial intelligence, will now give you updates about the destination you're going to. Health updates from CDC to travel advisories like we're seeing right now. Bimini was a rich man's place when I grew up. Bimini was only about a 45-minute ride from West Palm Beach. It's beautiful white sand, and it was for the rich and famous. But because Nassau became, I don't know how it got that way, but it got a bad name, and every cruise ship stopped at Nassau, and now they're tired of it. So besides building all of their own private islands, now Bimini is an important cruise port in the Bahamas, and I've got a short video to show you. Okay. There were some stupid people this week. A couple gets on a transatlantic sailing, and they're going to go from Miami, and they're going to go to Southampton. Guys, I've told you there are all kinds of dogs. There's one kind that is a drug sniffing dog. There is one kind that smells for food, plants, that sort of thing. I'm glad he wasn't sniffing my bag because I got some succulents out of Nana's garden, and I plan on making a memory garden. But that for another story. Okay, anyway, these guys get on, and, I noticed it when I was at the airport. I sat at the airport for 4 hours in Seattle. But I noticed these people who are dressed in a uniform who are just observing. They're just looking around the airport for things that are out of the ordinary. So they pull this guy over, and they said, we need to search your bags. And he said, okay. And they searched his bags and found 56, you know how they shrink wrap things? It's 56 shrink wrapped bags of pot of marijuana. And they're going from Miami to Southampton. Well, I don't know what the deal is, because who would risk carrying pot? But evidently, I'm told by the news reports that I saw that it's more expensive there, and that now the dispensaries are offering things that it's hard to get there. So they bust this guy, and they asked the girl who he is seen with in the recordings several times. They asked her how she knew the man, and she said, oh, I just met him at the bar. And they let her get on the ship. Well, when they find 56 bags of weed in this guy's luggage, they pull the girl's luggage, and then they bring her back down to an interrogation area, and they find that she has the same 56 bags of weed in her bag. Needless to say, they are taken off the ship. The weed is confiscated, and according to the cruise line, that now belongs to them. Things that they confiscate from you. Like if you were to, I don't know, it doesn't work that way with alcohol, because I've been with a friend before who tried to take it's bigger than a fifth. I don't know what it is, but it was a plastic bottle. And they took it out of the bag and then delivered the bag. And then it had a note in it and said, you can pick up your alcohol at the end of the sailing. But the news reports that I read about this pot was it said that the cruise line, anything that is confiscated is now their property. So that was pretty dumb. Then the next really crazy thing is this girl goes to get on a cruise. It's on the Carnival. Hang on one second. The Carnival Elation. I don't understand this. She gets to the port. You know, when you get to a port, you have to give your documentation, your identification, your driver's license, your photo ID, be it a passport or birth certificate. And they run it. When they scan your passport, it pulls up all kinds of information. Well, this particular traveler was traveling alone and had many warrants out for her arrest. The biggest one being a hit and run that she was involved in. So my note to self is, golly, if you're in trouble, getting on an airplane or getting on a cruise ship is a dumb thing to do if you have warrants, because they will catch you in a minute. On a light note, Disney, the Animal Kingdom, announced that they have their very first African elephant calf in 7 years. I am positive that if you Google the new Disney elephant, that you'll be able to see it. When I was little, I really wanted a pet elephant. I thought that would be a great thing. We had a farm. I didn't understand why I couldn't have one. Okay, now the NCL Prima was doing a Western Caribbean sailing this week and had to go off course 6 hours because they noticed a stranded vehicle. I have never seen a floating craft like this. And now that I know how to add it, next time I tell you about something like this, I'll be able to show you pictures. But it looked like a styrofoam boat. That's what it looked like, with a mast and one sail. They lost their engine within the first few days of traveling. They had been in the ocean adrift for 40 days, surviving on rainwater. I just can't imagine trying that. But I am in the world's greatest country, so I don't know what they're running from, but they got caught and they were taken. What happens with cases like this is the Coast Guard is called and they bring them on board, give them medical treatment, and then the Coast Guards take it from there. You know, Jacksonville is not a very far port for us to drive. And Jacksonville, Florida, if you look on Norwegian Cruise Line's website, you look at their ports of call, it says Jacksonville soon coming. That's important. To be able to have another ship out of a drivable port, it would be important to us. I drove it with Trey when he was 5 years old, and we made it in 9 hours. That was with a 5-year-old, and we had to stop a lot. So I would say it's probably an 8-hour drive. And to have another option, a drivable option for us, I thought that was a big win. Okay. I did want to tell you a few things before I show you this video about Bimini. You know, if you're traveling now, this STEP program costs you nothing. Go sign up for it. Before you head off on a trip, look at the State Department's website, statedepartment.gov. Look at their Facebook page. Look at their Instagram page, at their Twitter site. Anything that's happening today, I'm reading so that I can share it with you, but it's out there. So just go like the page if it's somewhere that you're traveling to, and you'll be much more prepared. I will tell you, after the funeral, a friend picked me up and we went to the desert, out to the high desert. So it was really, really cool. It was, I will do a Canva and put it on my Facebook. And before next week, I will have some to show you here. But guys, like 25 minutes from Palm Springs is Pioneer Town. And it is a facade town that they used in many, many Westerns. And at 1 o'clock, they have a showdown. We didn't stay for the showdown, but it was so cool to walk into those places. And there was a lady sitting on the front porch of one of them, you know, a little wooden porch. And she is tapping her foot with a spinning machine, and she is spinning goat hair into yarn. I didn't even know that was a thing. I knew you did it with sheep. I didn't know you did it with goats. Anyway, learn something new every day. That was really cool. But if you're looking to truly like get away, man, this was the coolest place. You'll have to wait till next week to see it. But before I close, I'm going to show you the Bimini video. And for those who have interest, I promised 2 people that I would share a new program called Uplift. And it is for agents to finance a trip. Let's say you want to do a Greek Isles trip for next year. And the deposit is $500 or $750, whatever it is. You apply for Uplift and you can make payments to them just like a credit card, but it's specifically for this trip, for this destination. Anyway, that's going to be just after Bimini. But thank you guys for watching tonight. I really appreciate it. I did have a lot of apprehension about flying on 737s, but hey, I'm here. I traveled with a boot on my foot the whole trip. I'm not going to tell you that story, but anyway, I'm going to go get it x-rayed in the morning because it's still blue and purple. But I have a new destination for you if you're looking for something that's out of the way, something different. That's my goal, is to help you get more in 2024. All right, let me click on this video and I will share Bimini with you.
If you come here, you would want to go fishing, any type of fishing, guaranteed to catch a fish. Fishing, more fishing. This is what Bimini is all about. You will definitely enjoy yourself in Bimini. You can go to the Shark Lab, or you can go to the big game. You can go to the Radio Beach too if you want to take a swim on a nice hot day. But definitely, it's a lot going on around here.
Well, the Dolphin House of Creativity is a place that I've been working on since 1993. That's all built from recycled material, and it's a must-see place if you come to Bimini.
Beautiful fishing. If you do it one time, you'll always want to do that. You got the infamous bonefish. You fish for the blue marlin, the tuna, the dolphin, the wahoo, the amberjack. Man, we've got it all here in Bimini.
Look at that sunset. Oh my gosh. That's it. Okay, and now I'm going to show you the Uplift video. It's not for everybody, but if you're looking for a family vacation and it's a challenge for me, I set aside money just for trips, but take a look at this. This is easy to do. We can help you. We can pretty much get this type of situation on any cruise line as well. All right, let me share it with you.
Unexpected charges.
I'm sorry, these ran so good when I
Hello.
tested.
Hello everyone, it's Mike here sharing a few details about a new payment option that may help you close more sales with your clients. Let me make a reality. Don't let your clients' concern over money stop them from enjoying a great vacation today. Your clients can spread their travel costs into affordable, low-interest payments across 12 months with Uplift's Pay Monthly payment option. Your clients can choose which credit card to make monthly trip payments so they earn even more rewards towards their vacation. They control added perks provided by their credit card providers. There are no late fees, unexpected charges, rates, and fee terms. Simply send the client self-pay email associated with the reservation, then let them apply for the monthly payment option, obtain approval, and complete the booking in just minutes. It's simple, safe, won't affect their credit score, and they'll be amazed at the speed of the checkout. Learn more about Uplift's Pay Monthly program and review answers to frequently asked questions here. We have provided simple. Thanks for watching.
Okay, guys, since I got such little sleep on my flight on the way home, I am going to bed early tonight, but I will be bright and bushy-tailed in the morning if you need me. Just email me or text me. I'm sorry, usually I have my little bulletin thing across here, but not tonight. But you know who I am. I am Melinda Farias. I own Action Travel. We have been in business since 1990. We're 33 years old and here to serve you. We want to show you travel off the beaten path, not the cookie cutter stuff. That's what we're up to. We want to get you more in 2024. Have a good day and ciao.